It's a pandemic going on, brothers. And can y'all not? I mean, it's a simple sacrifice. It's simple. You're doing it for yourself. First of all, if we had any kind of leadership, we'd be out of here right now. I could have solved the shit in February myself. All you had to do, period. No, I could have.
I'm
All
sure.
all you had to do was get the same rapid testing that he gets within 24 hours. Tell everybody mass produce, easy, convenient testing. Tell everybody we need you. We're gonna pass these tests around. If you come up and say if it passes and it says you have a positive test, go to your local physician. If you don't, go to an urgent care. Have it confirmed that you do have corona. From that point on, they will submit it to your place of employment, telling you have for those 2 weeks of incubation, the government will pay you whatever your last statement check was for you to stay home. You will stay home and stay there, quarantine, come out of quarantine, get tested again. If you cured at that point, then you come back out in the population. If you're not, if it's sickness and it's getting you, then you go to the hospital, be treated for it and the rest of it. That way we know who has it. They stay home. People who don't, we can go and live with our life and travel and everything. The problem with the situation is we don't know who has it. We don't know who's contaminated with it. We
Mhm.
don't know who's contagious. And as long as we don't find out who it is, you're never ever going to stop the virus from going. If he would have took the money and said, listen, once you identify, we identify you as, we're going to compensate you from the federal government wherever you're working at. If you're unemployed, then hey man, we'll give you whatever money that you were surviving on prior to you being unemployed. Being unemployed. If that means it was sitting there, you was getting an unemployment check, we will continue on that. But we need you to be incubated and quarantined until we find out that you no longer have the virus. Then you can come on outside with the rest of us. It's just that simple.
Earthquake for president. That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
it's just that simple. You would have never had to shut down the government. You would have never had to shut down the businesses. You never. But you have a person that, first of all, his own self-interest, he didn't want it to show that it did exist because it would have hurt his goddamn numbers. It's all about him. And he doesn't have the mental capacity to handle such a complex thing. You got to understand, this is his first crisis in 4 years. He didn't have a crisis. He didn't have nothing. Nothing came across his desk. He didn't have anything. That's why he's able to tweet all day and find out what's on TV. He
Mhm.
tweets more than my son.
No.
He watched more TV. He's on Twitter. No one able to do the things. And since you don't have competent leadership and a person that's, like Barack said last night, ready to do the job and get in and do the job, we are suffering from it. He
Um,
reminds me, and you're a woman on this. He
tell me.
reminds me of a man who's driving that don't know where he's going, but will not stop and ask for direction. And he dare anybody in the car tell him he's going the wrong way.
Man, you said it. How you know my personal life?
You understand what I'm saying? He's that man.
Absolutely.
He's that man. Everybody in the car, you know that father. Everybody know he's going down the wrong way, but you know if he say something, he probably slap you in the mouth or shut up, so you just sit there. He won't stop and get no direction because his pride won't let him tell him that he's wrong. And he's driving down the street, and nobody in the car say, man, stop the motherfucking car. You're going the wrong way. Turn around, take the exit. It's this way. Stop the motherfucking car and just let me out there because you ain't going nowhere. And that's what's happening right now. You have the Senate that will not say, man, you're going the wrong way. We know you're going the wrong way. But they're afraid if they say to him, instead of metaphorically being slapped in the mouth, put a tweet and have his followers, his constituents, which happen to be the Republican Party, chastise them, and then they be primaried against each other, and then they won't have their job no more. That's
That-
exactly what's going on. And that is allowing people to die.
yes. And lots of them because at the
Yes.
beginning people were like, well, it's only, and it's easy to say it's only this number of people dying because you don't know anybody in that number, they're not related to you. Then when it's somebody you know or you love, then you're like, oh my god. But it's so disrespectful to say only 150,000 people, only 160,000 people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, but see, it's not a lot of people when it's disenfranchised to people that you don't think people anyway.
Right. Well,
Believe
that
me,
part.
if this disease virus was disproportionately affecting my Caucasian brothers and sisters, believe me, his ass would be out of that White House right now.